So you're hiring a lot of salespeople. Where do you hire and recruit from?
Seek, Facebook, and Indeed, which I think...
What's Seek?
It's basically like an Indeed for Oz. Okay. So it's our bigger one. So yeah, just the typical channels, man. Like a lot of time I will spend. We've got Facebook groups for people that are traveling in. So you have your Irish around Perth.
So is that where you're trying to get people coming in who are coming in like traveling for a year or two?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And the reason is, so in Oz, the problem is you've got two sort of categories of people where one person goes to uni or college and then the other person does like a trade, because trades are huge in Australia, and trades you earn really good money from. So the problem for us is when we hire Aussies, you've got someone who's either been to uni and wants to pursue a degree in what they're doing, or you've got someone that's done a trade and wants to do, if you've spent 4 years doing a trade, why wouldn't you continue, right? Especially if you're on an apprenticeship and then you're qualified and you're licensed and now you earn 4 times the amount, you'd rather just stick. So we kind of get the middle that, maybe is probably less motivated because they haven't done either, or they've done one and dropped out. Where when you get someone come over from the UK, America, wherever it is, they've done their degree, but they've decided, all right, cool, I'm going to do 2 or 3 years of travel and then maybe come back. So we're getting someone that is experienced. We're getting someone that probably has better chat because they've had to navigate Southeast Asia and they've had to
random conversations. Yeah.
Maybe they were homeless one night and they're like, shit, what am I going to do tonight? Like, so you get a lot of people that are, like with us Aussies, we don't really leave Australia, right? So for us, traveling is like maybe a 3-week trip in Europe, and you go to like you go to Mykonos, Santorini, and Croatia. We don't really do whereas in the UK, you grow up and you go to Spain, you go to Turkey, you go to Portugal, like these are quite common places to go. So there's a lot more sort of, I guess what I find is people from the UK grow up, with better chat than maybe us Aussies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say Irish people are very good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Irish as well, Scottish as well. Like obviously again, it's just because there's so many people in such a small place, and then you've got such easy access to different countries where Aussies would just go to Bali. And Bali is just Australia, V2, right? So for us, yeah, that's why we opt, and it's a better culture as well. Like, we don't, like when you come over from the UK, you maybe don't have as many ties as you would in Oz. So you don't have 17 different commitments on a Friday night. So everyone's keen to go to the pub, So it's easier to build culture when we're all quite similar,
With the team you have, and obviously kind of building culture is a big part of that.
Yeah.
How are you mentioned before, like you coaching the team, like personal development standpoint.
Yeah.
How are you doing that from a practical sense? Do you have an all male business?
Do I have a what?
Is it like an all male business? I imagine it's predominantly.
Predominantly, yeah. There is a few females, but yeah, predominantly male. But it's more just, the way I've always set it up is we've set up the structure so that the base is there, but the base isn't huge. The commissions are good, so people want the commissions, and we want people that are driven. And so when we bring people in that are driven and want commission, I'm not a manager anymore, I'm a coach. So I don't want to be like, all right, cool, you go and do this, you go and do that. Why didn't you get 5 leads today? I want to be like, all right, you got 5 leads today, what can we do tomorrow to get 6? And so rather than like pushing them from behind or leading, I can't lead from the front anymore because I can't knock and I can't close anymore because I'm super busy, right? So I'm like, all right, I need to take like an almost like coach sort of standpoint so that I can see the whole play, and I can be like, all right, cool, this is where you're struggling. And I'm at that point now where it's so easy to do that, right? Like if, one of them will come back and say, oh, this happened today. And I'm like, all right, this is your problem. That's what you did. This is what you need to do tomorrow. They do it. And then I'm like, there's your credibility, right? So to answer the question, meetings every day, a lot of training and development outside, like a lot of phone calls as well. Like I think people don't realize you need to build a relationship, and you need to build a strong relationship, and they need to trust you, and they need to know you've got their back. And I like to do that through small things, and I want everyone to win around me. I don't just want to win on my own because it sucks, right? You don't just want to be like, all right, sweet, I'm on a fucking jet now, and haha, like you want everybody to be on the jet with you. That obviously started with you, right? So for me, it's listening to little things, and like for example, one of the boys, we have a group chat where it's the managers, and I'm like, all right, cool. We'll use this like as a bit of a vision board, right? So post in what you guys want. Like if you see something cool, you see a GT3 RS and that's on your vision board for later, post that in. And, it goes well, like it goes off. And one of the boys posted in a pair of LV shoes, and I promoted him like 3 months later or whatever it was, and I'd kept that in mind. So I got him the LV shoes as the promotion present as well. So he was gassed. And so it's little things like that obviously open up the relationship. But then as well as that, I have to ring them 100 times before they ring me twice, right? Because they're like, oh, I don't want to bother him. I don't know if this is a big enough issue. And for me to be like hands on deck, I need to be the one building the relationship, right? And I say that to a lot of them because they're like, oh, my reps just won't ring me like when they get in, when they're having trouble or whatever it is. I'm like, well, ring them, and ring them 100 times, because your 100 times, they'll ring you 10 times back. So it is putting the foot forward to start with, and then building the relationship. And then obviously it just makes it easier because I rub off on them.
Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner, and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.